Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here. John is going into town today, so he left the boys with us, and we have to keep Chewy tied up for a little bit till John gets far enough that Chewy won't follow him. Obviously, Chewy does not like this. He's trying to chew through his wire. Chewy, just a few more minutes. I just want to make sure he's far enough away. And I got something to show you. So I always describe this show as not a reality show about Alaska, but a show about reality in Alaska. And here's a little reality in Alaska. Yesterday, Nina and I had just a fabulous day. We just laid around, we read, we sunned ourselves, we swam, and just everything was perfect. The cow and calf moose came out across the lake, and the swans were amazing, and it was just a lovely day. However, and it was still mosquito-less, which is wonderful. So we're sitting out here last night enjoying the mosquito-less evening. And there's another, the guys are getting crazy. There's another flying, biting insect up here that you may or may not have heard of. And they typically come out after the mosquitoes come and go. But often this time of year is when you start seeing these guys, and they're called black flies. And there's a strange thing about black flies, that when they bite you anywhere near the face, near the eyes on the face, I'll show you what happens. Isn't that beautiful? So my eye is almost swelled shut from the black fly bite because it got me right on the eyelid. And this used to happen to my mom a lot. You know, she'd get bit somewhere around the eye, and she'd go around like this with a big swollen eye for a couple days. Hopefully this won't take too long to go down because it's pretty uncomfortable. But anyway, that's another factor. No mosquitoes, but black flies are here. That's okay. That's life. I also got a leech on my leg from working on the dock yesterday, but that's okay too. It was little. I pulled it off right away. Let's see if I can show you the little hole that it left. Can you see that right there? It wasn't bad. It was no big deal. It was still a perfect day, even with this. That's just reality in Alaska. The dogs suddenly went on alert. They're looking down the trail. And John is gone, as we know. Maybe I should get in the canoe and... What is it, Unky? Somebody at the cabin? What do you think, Chewbot? I don't hear anything down there. Let's go out on the dock and take a look. If there's anything down there, Uncas is gonna start barking like a maniac, and he's second now. John just left about half hour ago, 40 minutes ago. It'd be pretty uncanny if a bear or something showed up that quickly. Don't hear anything. Uncas is gonna go back there and hang out. He'll take care of things. Wonder what that was all about, though. Oh, another glorious day. It's very hard to resist filming these beautiful creatures every time they come so close. It's just such a treat. Their presence is so joyful and entertaining and fascinating for some reason. Alrighty, well we're eager to get going on this, and Nina's going to be my willing assistant. We're going to start doing the outside of this wall because it's so beautifully exposed and we don't have to move any crap. We'll see what spots will take the 1 inch and what spot we'll have to switch back to the 1/2 inch and just get her done. And then it's dealing with the caulk that I'm really having anxiety about, so hopefully we'll get to that part while Nina's still here and she can give me moral support. Okay, let's do it. I'll get the spatula and a butter knife and we'll get our professional tools. All right, here we go.
There's a little bear head.
That's our little bear head. That was what we cut out of the outhouse.
It's got a dick nose.
Alrighty.
Hello. What you doing?
Successful trip?
We got buku movement on the trail.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Bear and moose?
Yeah, just between the time I went in and the time I came back, it's like there was a moose-bear fight.
Ooh. Wow.
Based on the tracks you saw?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if I don't take Nina back tomorrow, maybe we'll just take a little swap the cameras out.
Yeah, but don't go up there without me, so he's right in there somewhere.
You think it's Brutus, or?
I think it's the other one.
Now this wall has some stuff to get out of the way. Nothing to it but to do. Yikes. I don't know what I'm going to do with this window. Let's see. Well, hello, Christopher.
1, 2, cha cha cha.
These windows could both be, probably end up putting these back in, I guess. So we will put them somewhere safe, maybe under the eave of the outhouse. Probably be a good place to stick these. That's what I'll do.
Just stay for a minute.
It's bouncy.
Nope. It's being very, very, very stubborn. Bad, bad Beckerut.
Just not here. Yeah, see, maybe I should have gotten some 3/4 inch because the 1/2 inch would be too small, but maybe the 1 inch is a little too fat for that spot.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's just that, yeah, you can't wedge in there
Well,
because the insulation's there.
let's jump over that when we get the caulking going and see if we can just seal and smash at the same time.
Yeah.
And then if not, those spots where it's bouncing out, we'll just take it out of there and just caulk there over the old insulation. Because like I said, Billy's gonna build a interior second wall, you know, so if the backer rod won't stay in there, then we can just work around it. This is the big difference between when you watch a video about how to back a rod and caulk. You'll notice that they're doing it all on those like prefab Lincoln log style cabins, you know, where every log is perfectly smooth and it's as smooth and uniform as it can be when you're working with logs, whereas this is real life. And these logs are all different, and the spaces are all different, and that's why we're going back and forth between the thicker and the thinner, and some spots are just too tight to get it to stay in there, and it's, you know, it's a journey of discovery and adventure as with everything. So, yeah, we'll do the best we can. We are to the point where most of the backer rodding is done, and it's really time to start thinking about actually doing the caulking. And I'm dragging my feet, and Nina is hugely encouraging me to proceed. So the first thing is to get the gun ready, and I did get instructions on how this thing works, and I think I understand it now, I hope. But what I don't have is WD-40 or some vegetable spray oil, because you're supposed to lightly grease the inside of the barrel. So we're improvising like we love to do here. And I lightly oiled this paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of run it through it and get a nice light coat of grease on it. That's so the inside gasket can slide in and out easily, and also to help when you need to clean it, keep it clean. Okay, I need a little something to stick through here. Well, it's long enough, the broom. Just good. Because it would be nice to get the outside done today, because it's gonna, the weather seems to be about to change. It might even rain tomorrow morning. So it would be better to be working on the inside caulking. And it would be better to just kind of get a handle on this and know how it works. That's what I'm afraid of. I figured the first wall is going to be the really sloppy one. So we'll do that wall first. Okay, and I'm kind of wishing I'd spent the money on the follower plate. Or that I had known about the sleeve thing that you can buy. Okay, well, I don't have either of those things, so we're going to do it the very old-fashioned way. Okay, that should be enough grease. Nice light oiling. Alright. And then, this is the gasket thing. So I felt so stupid because I couldn't figure this thing out when I took it out of the box. And then, you know, I thought, God, this is just, why does this seem so complicated and mysterious to me? And so John said, oh, I'll help you figure it out. And then he didn't know either, because there were just no directions at all. Hope I'm doing this part right.
There's John.
Oh, cool.
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. He didn't know, and then I asked Billy and Steve, and they didn't know either, because none of these guys had ever worked with a bolt gun.
What you got?
All the spoils from guys.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have any WD-40? Because you're supposed to put a light, well, it's probably fine. I just did it with vegetable oil a little bit, light little spray of,
I don't
oil.
have WD-40. I got some gun oil. About the same.
Same thing. I mean, it's just, it would be convenient to spray it, but I
You-
just
you
ran
want
out.
some?
No.
Sure.
Is it in a spray thing, or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go get it.
okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and we may need that staple gun after all, because we're thinking...
Okay, I don't know if I got any staples.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry about it. Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah, I
It's-
found plenty.
And you have enough
Yeah.
for you? Okay, cool.
And if I need to, I'll go to Steve's tomorrow. Okay, you need gun oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unless you've got some spray vegetable oil or WD-40.
Well, you got Pam.
Oh, yeah, that'd be perfect.
Okay.
That would be just fine.
Look out, you monsters.
Okay, a little reprieve. So in case my invention job didn't work well. So we'll just wait for John. Actually, the next thing that I got to think about, and I'm also scared of this part, is I got to cut tips. Got to decide how big we want the tips. We want to cut them on an angle. Probably need a fat one and a not so fat one. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to cut these tips with. All right. That's the next question. We'll see. Okay, first thing is we got to cut the tips. Because we're obviously going to need fatter openings than these little tiny things. So I think badass folding saw will do the job. I'll cut a pretty fat tip. Cut it at an angle because that's what the professionals do. This is working. Badly. Almost there. Of course, it doesn't help that my hand is greased up. Okay. Well, that's not a very pretty tip. Okay, that's the big fat tip, because there's going to be lots of spots where it's got to come out gushing. And then we'll cut one that's like way smaller than that. Just put one more with it. Just go very fast. There. Oh, that worked fine. That looks like a really good tip. See how lovely that is. Okay, that worked. Now on to the next part. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, we'll start with this tip. We may need to switch to the fatter one, but all right. Go on the outside too, because that's the part that's going to get really icky. Icky and sticky. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is the one we want. But we don't put the tip on until we fill the thing. That's right. Okay. I guess I gotta go get the bucket of caulk and just get serious about doing this. Wait. Okay, we have our important tools gathered. When I was at the Goodwill the other day, I bought extra spoons because these are very good for the smoothing aspect of the caulk, with the caulk on. I've cut my 2 tips. Got a big fat one, this one here, and a more reasonable one here. And of course I've got one that I haven't done anything to in case I find I need to do a totally different size. Little thing of water to dip the spoons in, because when you're smoothing the caulking you should dip the spoons in. We got the Pam cooking spray from John so we can keep the gun a little bit oiled up. Nina is rinsing off an old pillowcase rag that was around here because we need rags. And I have latex or vinyl gloves because the caulk is really sticky and I guess it's really hard to get off your hands. So our operating table is set. Woot. Okay. Opened the caulk the other day and peeked at it. Let's see if I can do this again.
You need a stick to stir it.
No, it's not stirrable.
Oh, wow.
It's thick.
Ew.
Yep. It is very sticky, very gross, and it's going to be very messy on the gun, and that's why I should have bought the follow plate. Alright, let me make sure I'm capturing this momentous, huge moment. Okay, so there's 3 ways that you could do this. You could do it with the follow plate and screw the thing in, and then it's nice and neat and perfect, but the follow plate is expensive. It's another $100. Couldn't do it. And then there's, which I wish I would have known about, there's a sleeve thing you can stick this in to kind of keep the barrel cleaner. But I didn't get any of that. And the other way is just stick it in there and suck it up. So, of course, that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay. Let me get the oil worked in a little bit. Okay, and I have no idea how hard this is going to be. Here we go. They say stick it in a few inches, like about that. And then, okay, so locked. Oh. Is that actually filling it with caulk? If so, that was pretty damn easy. No, there's not even a tiny bit of caulk in there. Okay, so there must have been air in there. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? I was like, wow, that's coming up really easy. Feels like it's sucking it up now.
A little tougher this time.
Yeah. The other was like, oh, it feels like air. And there's tricks to making sure I mean, supposedly you're supposed to be able to feel it when okay, well, it looks like there's caulk in there. So I should get something to scrape this off. Like a card, a piece of cardboard or something. Something like this, only a little tougher. Oh yeah, and I'm supposed to be wearing gloves to mitigate the gunk getting on my hands. Alright, well,
I'm going to take my ring off.
let's try the medium. Let's see how this works. I don't think I got it very full. Oh, there it comes. Hey! It's gonna work!
Okay.
Woohoo! All right, here we are. We have our spoons for smoothing, bowl of water to dip them in. Just go ahead and set them in there. We got the caulking gun loaded and red eye. I'm a little scared. Just start on top here.
Okay, and I'm just gonna follow you. Is that the
The
drill?
Follow and smooth. And let's see. See, we're doing this wall first because this is probably going to be the sloppiest wall since it's our first one, and it's the least visible one. I'll get better at filling the gun. I didn't get it quite all the way full. Well, apparently what you do is you wet the thing and then you just run it along.
Yeah, I did, and then but there's some excess that comes off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we gotta develop our touches. Hey, this caulking gun is like way less scary than I thought. But I didn't feel it very much. So oh yeah. Yeah, and then you can sacrifice those racks for the detailing. But don't worry about it too much. I mean, we'll try to be kind of neat, and we'll get neater as we go. Okay, now I gotta refill the gun again. Let's see.
When you smash it along, you're spreading it down, and anyway, I just ended up with a lot of excess.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not very good at filling the gun,
Oh, little
because there's air in there.
pockets.
Yeah, it's like I probably got
Shit.
any caulk in it that time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that was a little baby load I got that time. I just don't know if the caulking itself is just going to be strong enough to just
Right, hold it in there.
hold that crap in there. Okay, I got it. I'm really bad at filling the gun. Apparently, I'm getting just like mostly air and like a little bit of caulk. So I'm going to work on that process. This is the hard part. I was thinking this part might be really hard and require a lot of strength.
Oh my gosh.
And I was so right.
Sucking it up
Yeah.
hard.
I was thinking, boy, that stuff's so stiff. It's gotta really take some strength. This is why most people use the convenient little tubes.
Right. Reload it.
Preloaded, you don't have to deal with this kind of mess. I should have bought the follow plate. Okay. Woo, baby. Okay, ooh, this one seems to have loaded really good. See? Looks like soft serve ice cream.
It sure does.
Which I've always hated. I like my ice cream very hard, very frozen. But
I'm okay with it, but I prefer regular ice
I
cream.
mean, if I want soft ice cream, I want a milkshake. It's either gotta be a milkshake or just like really hard. Get on there, you little turd. Now, the final fart. So it seems like in those spots where the backer rod wants to pop out, once you get the caulking gooped on it, it keeps it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll see. Their spots popped out tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Because I mean, it'll stiffen up quite a bit, right?
This? Oh, it's got to turn into like rubber, like a hard rubber.
Okay.
It's Permachink. It's supposed to like
Right.
last for,
Okay.
I don't know, decades at least. As long as it's, completely covering the... It's better to have too much than too little as far as the coverage. Is that really it? It seems like there should be more. Oh yeah, there is more. Woo! Remember, if the rod's not all the way down, there's more. But wait. Oh yeah. This is a pretty good fill.
I'd say.
Okay. Look at our fine work here. Woohoo! Mm-hmm.
Nope. Not so fine.
No, we're doing good. I mean, good God, you should see my... Don't tell anybody, everyone. You should see my brother's caulking in his studio. Ours is already much better.
Oh, really?
Yes. Much neater.
Who's Steve's?
Yeah. Shh.
He'll be watching this,
Okay, well, we did that wall. And it's not beautiful. And I gotta be honest with you, that was really hard. That was one of the hardest physical things I've ever done. Loading that caulk gun is nothing to sneeze at. And it takes a lot of strength just to open the thing and whoo-wee. So I'm pretty whooped, I'm gonna have to take this a little bit at a time and just chip away at it this next week. And I may even need to get more caulk, I don't know. But hey, one wall down, except for the inside, which I will work on bit by bit. But yeah, that was nothing to sneeze at. And then there's the cleanup from the procedure, which is extensive. And I'm realizing I think I need brushes and stuff to, you don't want to leave the threads full of caulk and then have it just caulked shut. And yeah, that was really, really difficult. I'm surprised at how difficult that was. I think we should go swimming and heal ourselves. Oh, caulk, you are getting the better of me. No. Man, oh man.
Okay, so about half a bucket for that. All that work.
Well, not quite half, because it really was only full to here.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, but that, like I said, that was one of the gappiest. That was one of the, each section had to really just take a lot of caulk, and probably the other side may, for those spaces, take some. But the other parts and the inside, I think, will be much lighter on the actual caulking. But we'll see. Just take it one wall at a time. I'm so tired. That is some messy, difficult stuff.